What's up, everybody? Jzsjsjjsj here. Here to talk about the tough road ahead for the Titans. Talking about the 2013 NFL season coming up in September is when the kickoff will start. First two games are going to be two tough road games for the Titans, so it's very possible for us to start off 0-2, just being honest. First game going to be at the Steelers. This is not the first time. I remember a few seasons ago after the Steelers had just won the Super Bowl, we played them at Heinz Field in the NFL kickoff game. So this is not the first time we started off our season with our first game at Heinz Field last season. Steelers went 8-8. So they're looking for a road to redemption, getting back in. So you got to hand it to the Steelers. They're always in the hunt. Even if they're not in the playoffs, they're right outside of it. And I was very surprised they didn't make it to the playoffs. They had a phenomenal shot at doing so, but the dice didn't roll their way. Instead, it rolled the Ravens' way, and you saw where it took them. So the Steelers are going to be a tough game. And then we start our AFC South games very early. Right the next week, another road game in Houston, taking on the Texans. They went 12-4 last season. We all know about them. They're really starting to turn it on in the AFC South, and they could very well be the most dangerous team in the AFC South. Also with the Colts, so it's going to be tough. Fight for some position and fight for a position in the playoffs. Then the very next week, we finally get a home game, take on the Chargers. That's always a tough game between the Titans and the Chargers. Saw how it ended last season. Now we got it at home at LP Field, so we'll have to see what we got to do. Then we got another home game. Taking on the Jets at home, should handle that. Then we got another home game, taking on the Chiefs at home, should handle that. Then, fast forward the next week, we got to go over to Quest Field, or CenturyLink Field, whatever they call it now, in Seattle. And we all know about them. They're turning it on. They got the new jerseys. Their fans are back, making some noise. It's always been loud there. It's going to be a tough game because they're one of the top contenders for a Super Bowl next season. Then right after that, I got to come back home and take on the 49ers. We know what happened with them. Went to the Super Bowl and lost. Then I think we get a bye week in between there. Yes, it's looking like we get a bye week between the 49ers and the Rams game. Good, because during our bye week, we must prepare to go take on the St. Louis Rams, coached by our former coach, Jeff Fisher. Not much to say there. Miss him as our coach, but things just didn't work out in the end. After about 16 seasons, 18 seasons, whatever it was. But got to go take on him and the Rams. So that's a good place to put the bye week between the 49ers and the Rams. So we got some tough away games. Then we got to go take on the Jags at home. Should be a win. Should always be a win over the Jags. Even with their new logo and I think their new Jumbotron, and with some fans trying to make some noise about the Jags, whatever. We're always going to be better than the Jaguars. We always have been, and we always will. We just got to keep it up, and we can't let them start taking control of us. So right now, it's going to be hard next season for the Texans and the Colts. They've got it all lined up in the AFC South. And then we come home. Then we actually take a road trip to Oakland. It's going to be a tough game there in the Black Hole, but I think we'll be able to handle them. Wait, no. Scratch that. After the Jaguars game, got the Colts at home. Tough game as always. Lost to them in overtime at home last season. Then after the Colts game, we go to the Raiders, go to Oakland in the Black Hole. Going to be a tough game there just simply because of their home field advantage. So we'll see what we can do there. I believe we should get the win. Then right after the Raiders game, we take on the Colts in Indianapolis at Lucas Oil Stadium. I don't think this is the first time that we've played the Colts 2 times in 3 weeks in an NFL season. We always play them close, it seems like, because they're always typically interesting games between the Titans and the Colts, especially when you put them close together. Then right after the Colts, we go take on the old Colts hero, Peyton Manning, in Denver at Mile High. So, Titans have a lot of familiarity with Peyton Manning, and Peyton has a lot of familiarity with the Titans, especially since the Titans almost pulled Peyton Manning about 2 years ago, but Denver got him over us. So I was surprised, to be honest. I was hoping to see Peyton in some code blue, but now he's the enemy once again. So he came very close to signing with us, though. He signed with Denver in the end, and works out pretty good for him so far since they made it to the playoffs, and They're another one of the top Super Bowl contenders this year. Then next we'll take on BVD's team, the Arizona Cardinals at home. Then after the Cardinals, go take on the Jags in Jacksonville, and then after them, go take on the Texans at home. And that's the tough road ahead for the Titans. Mike Munchak, giving him and Jake Locker another year. I don't know. I'm glad we gave him another year. I think he deserves a third season chance. We'll see what happens. This first season was impressive, 9-7. This last season, you got to put it on the coaches in a way. Not getting their players hyped up. I mean, we got a tough season. Got to take on the Colts twice, the Texans twice. Steelers going to be our first game. And this is the Tennessean, I believe. Yes, it is the Tennessean sports section. And it says, Titans 2013 schedule. How will the Titans fare this season? Good question. Back-to-back road games means first 2 weeks could be crucial. I guess you got to be honest in the Tennessean, but let's show a little bit more support for the Titans. Let's say the Titans do have a chance, though. In these crucial first 2 games. That's just how I see it. I got to be supportive of your team. Either way, go Titans. We'll see what happens in the 2013 NFL season. Will CJ, Mike Munchak, and Jake Locker do good for us?